debut for Pukekohe, and it'll be Whirianganofo to throw. Tapped on the Karaka side, having to go back for it is Unia. Pukekohe sweating on the Karaka side there is, ball gets forward off the boot. Urine carries up over the 10-metre line. Unia waits, he's got Whirianganofo. Goes to his left winger, Lovu Balavu. Wasikata. Pukekohe in over top of the ball. They've done well again. Urine does well to hang on to it. Pushes it back, and Puke's defence swarming through. As now Penny hands it off, and Karaka are trying to set. Pukekohe are over top of it, and they get the penalty. Good period of defence here from Pukekohe. Just putting a little bit of heat on. Karaka struggling to exit. So 21-19. King is going to look to find touch rather than go towards the posts. So big attacking line out coming here for Pukekohe. So another score at Patamahoe. They're in front now, the home side, 15 points to 10. Good contest though. Manurewa 24 points to 0 over Ardmore Marist. Jeremy Clark's side looking like they're heading for their first win of their campaign to go with that draw last week. We've got a cliffhanger here. Not much between Patamahoe and Bombay down the road, so Pukekohe with off the top ball. In fact, they drive, rolling more. They've been dangerous in this position. And again, they look like they're making inroads, but they go to ground this time off their own account. Taken down as Yabu waits. Away to Leonatai onto Tohi. Ball is on the ground. On the Pukekohe side, Van Staden doesn't have a whole lot of support with him. Karaka try to get over top of the ball. Urine's done well. Pukekohe just get there in time. Now King at first receiver. Doesn't really have anyone to pass to. Has to go back to Sehi Tohi, but he does well. Drags them up towards and over the advantage line. Now short to Adams. Ball is bouncing free. Picked up by Yabu. Away to Kingy. Kingy up towards the line. Over the line. Is he? Oh, just shorts. Just shorts. Now one of the Pukekohe players dives for the line again. Karaka's goal line defence holds. Just. Kingy waits. Hands it off to Leo Natai Talo. Still carrying. Good, strong. Man, he's had a strong game today as the skipper. Pukekohe just short again. Someone dives for the line. It's pick and go stuff from close quarters. Karaka's defence very strong here. Now Leo Natai up over the goal line. And that is a well-deserved try for the Pukekohe skipper. Karaka defended and defended and defended, but eventually just the weight of possession tells. And the Pukekohe skipper puts his side in front. And this yo-yoing contest continues. Two sides playing some pretty good footy at the moment. Shannon said it before we started. What chance we get a draw for 3 weeks running on the live stream? I'll try not to jinx it for either side, but at the moment you feel sorry for one team because one of them's going to have to lose at this rate. So King will take over the goal-kicking duties. Challenging day for a goal kicker. What's he done here? He's got the flags up. And Pukekohe now with a 5-point advantage. 26-21. We've got ourselves a bit of a contest this afternoon. So around the grounds, 15-10, Patamahoe leading Bombay down the road at Patamahoe Domain. Manurewa 24-0 over Ardmore Marist at Mountford Park. Those games are similar sort of stage as where we are. Weymouth have skipped clear now. They're on their way to a win in the Sid Marshall Shield. 36-14 over Mandareva. 11 points to 8, Woku over Tuako. That is one heck of a contest out at Tuako Domain. 19-7, Te Kaupara have answered back, but they still trail Drury. 29-0, Te Kahonga are going to beat Onifero, it looks like. That's a big win for Te Kahonga. And 31-5, Puni, the defending champs, over Maramarua. Pukekohe women are well on their way to a victory. Where are we? 52 points to 0 over Silverdale. So that'll be the first official win for Pukekohe in the Coleman Shield since their return. Mandareva picked up a win earlier. They stay top of the table. They beat North Shore. A win for Patamahoe in the tennis-side comp, their first competition game today, and a draw for Weymouth on debut in the tennis-side competition in the women's grade. So great results for the local women's sides. As this one goes through the hands of Nichols. I think that's Wes Stevens, the hooker over there, getting his hands on the ball, trying to clean up. Yabu goes short to Kingy. Kingy brushes out of the first tackle, but now he's picked off again by Karaka forwards. And they've got him up in the air, but he's managed to get a knee to ground. King, mishandled by one of the Pukekohe players. Now Karaka have possession. And away goes one of the replacement front rowers. That's Tuifua. Tuifua carrying them forward. Karaka swing on the attack. Can they answer straight back? Now away to Smith. Lock forward in the headgear. Picked up by Vosikata. Vosikata away to Vuriyayawa. Just short of the line. Boy, they had players hanging off him as he caught the ball. Must have just timed it right. Now Karaka pick and go. They're very close to the line here. Threatening now the home side. Pick and go, just shorts. Pukekohe trying to hold strong here as the ball goes over the goal line and held up, says Rob Shaw. And we've got a penalty, so we're coming back for a high tackle penalty. You can see there, Rob Shaw signalling. This is the challenge of the new first tackler's contact has to be below the sternum, which is very challenging when you are trying to defend on your own line. So we see Karaka call for a scrum. And a big opportunity here. And so we hit the midway point in the second half. 3/4 of the game in the books. See Matthew Hill getting ready to come on for Karaka. Trying to inject some speed around the ruck. Kafa Vaya is on the right wing now for Karaka as well. So Philly Moihala has come from the field. See that live. So here we go, good scrum. Oh no, it's gone to ground at the front. Would be why it looked like a good scrum. This might be, I don't want to jinx it, but the clearest we've been all afternoon, I think, at the moment, right now. Still looks a little bit hazy over towards the Bombay Hills, but hopefully we're clear for a few minutes at least. So Karaka will take their time with a scrum. So here we go, big scrum now as Vuniyayawa waits. They go to the right, Hunia turns the ball back inside. Pukekohe sweating there and do a good job. Oh no, they've conceded a penalty now though. Not releasing is the penalty, so the penalties have been for different things, but that's about the third one in the last couple of minutes in the red zone. So testing Rob Shaw's patience here. Karaka will call another scrum. Aparosa Vuniyayawa has been immense off the back of the Karaka scrum. If I can give him a good platform here, he will take some stopping. Did I just say this was the clearest it's been? Yeah, spitting. I'll never be Jim Hickey, I tell you that much. Yeah, I jinxed it. Yeah. This is going to end in a draw today too. Everyone will blame me, it's all right. Here we go, Karaka as they go to the back line. Lovely cutout pass. Oh, it goes astray. It was on. It was on. Pukekohe are yahooing. I don't know they should be celebrating that much because I think Karaka really exposed them. If the pass was on the money. The left winger was going to be falling over the line, Lovo Balavu. And what have we got here? We got a forward pass? No. I think Rob Shaw was trying to get a message from the assistant referee on the far side. Anyway, it's going to be a line out. Pukekohe to throw with West Stevens. Finds Kingy. Lineouts from both sides have tidied up the second spell as Ngātai Talo, who's been strong for Pukekohe today, the skipper. King waits in the pockets. He's got a bit of time to run and now try to thump it away. He's not going to find touch on the full here, is he? No, and it sits up on the halfway line. Penny waits. In fact, what are we doing? We're coming back for a penalty. So a penalty and no advantage. Offside is the reason for the penalty. 26-21. Pukekohe with their noses in front. Oh, we've got some scoring action. Mountford Park, Ardmore Marist on the board. It's 24 points to 7. So, best part of 20 minutes to go. I don't want to jinx it for Manurewa. He gave up a 14-point lead in the last 10-15 minutes at Massey Park last week. Ardmore Marist maybe buoyed by their first points of the day. Still 15-10 Patamahoe over Bombay in what is absolute dogfight at Patamahoe Domain. Adams wins. Off the top they go. Jamie Orr. And Orr pokes his head through. Good run, good carry from the former skipper. Now Pukekohe through King. Just putting it through the hands. Parkinson. Pukekohe just threatening here all of a sudden. Now Adams sees some space in behind. Just makes an easy 6 or 7 metres straight up Broadway. 18 is Sokuru. Excuse me. King, short. Kaivalata now through Van Staden. The two front rows combine. Now Adams again. Gee, he's had a strong game. Callum Adams. Sokuru again. Now Van Staden combines. The Pukekohe forward, just some short passing, creating some problems here for the Karaka defence. Held strong though. All plays halfback. Adams, another charge. Yabu waits. On to King. King shows it. Stands in the line. Offloads to Orr. Orr brushes out of a tackle. Man, he's made an immediate impact as Jamie Orr. Yabu again. On for Ngātai Tala. Good tackle made on him. Really good tackle front on. King. Kaivalata. Kaivalata strong again in the tackle. Brushing some players away. Drew was dragged in. Ngātai Talo. King again shorts. Oh, this one has to go back, does Parkinson. To Cody Parkinson. Some footwork at the line. Again, King down a short side. Now King runs. King into the backfield. Tries to find support. Couldn't get to Yabu, who was in the clear. And we'll have to set up play again. Karaka respond. Van Staden carries just short of the line. Oh, they're close here. Pukekohe, a try here would really blow this game open, and they've got it! Who's that scored? I think it's Wes Stevens, is it? Van Staden gets the pats on the back, but I think it was Wes Stevens that reaches out. I'm going to put it down as Wes Stevens. We are a 10-point ball game with a kick to come. And this is easily the biggest lead of the game for Pukekohe for either side. No one's had a double-digit lead all day. So King will have the conversion attempt from out wide. Let's have a look at some scores. 22 points to 10. Patamahoe easing away. They're now out of that 7-point danger zone against Bombay. It's been a thrilling game, that. 24-14. Ardmore Marist have scored again. 10-point ball game at Mountford Park. What we have seen today is this competition is far more competitive than some of the blowout scores might have suggested, I think. Here is King from out wide, drives it low and away. So no good is the conversion. Stays a 10-point ball game. As we look at some Sid Marshall Shield scores, Weymouth have cracked into top gear now. 50-14 they lead Manurewa. That was close at half time. It's been all Weymouth in the second spell. 13 points to 8, still close in Tuako. Waiuku, the visitors, with a 5-point lead there. 19-12, Te Kaupara coming back. 7-point ball game between them and Drury. It's Drury with the lead at Te Kaupara Domain. Tikahonga are on their way to a win. 29 points to 0 over Onifero, and Puni 36-12 in control against Maramarua. As we see Ngātai Talo carry the ball forward. Has he got his knee to the ground? I think he has, according to Rob Shaw. We'll get those women's scores for you in a little bit, but Pukekohe were in control and on their way to their first win in the Coleman Shield. So exciting times for Pukekohe Club. Their women's team is Yabu. Box kick, trying to find some space. Jerry Drill goes through. He gets his hands on it. I think it's come forward though, and it has. Trying to get the hands, Drew into the contest. I've seen him in action a couple of times when he has had the ball. He is very, very dangerous. Oh no, it might be karaoke downstairs. No one wants that. It's not open mic night. You can do that later on. It's just starting to get away from Bombay. Patamahoe have scored again. It's 27 points to 10 now and a kick to come. And what looks like a close contest there. That score is not going to be a true reflection of just how competitive that game has been. As Karaka now, second man play with Hala in the backfield. Looking for Penny. Penny gets outside his man. Draws some space. This is the blindside winger. Via to the corner. Pukekohe have got a cross. Bring him down just short of the line. As Hill, I think, is swamped and sacked behind the advantage line. We've got an advantage, though, for a high tackle on Hill. As Vinny Oyawa waits. On to Smith. Pukekohe defence up very quickly on him. Karaka need to score here. Yeah, I think they need They probably need a try here as Ngātai gets his hands on the ball. And we'll come back for that penalty for the high shot. I think Karaka need a score here. I don't know that penalty is enough right at the moment. Pukekohe are handling things pretty well. So look for Karaka to knock this into touch and then try and set a driving maul maybe. Or do they go to the scrum? The scrum has been a weapon for Karaka today. They've been very, very solid. They've gone to touch. So we're going to see a line out 5 metres out. Pressure on Whareanganofo. He's had a good day. County's representative hooker. 2 starting locks are still out there. And Smith in the black headgear, Mass in the red-headed lock forward. They have been the targets. And the ball is knocked on the Pukekohe side, and King is going to try and get it away to touch. It's going to land in no man's land and picked up by Pukekohe. Oh, man, what fortune for the visitors. Kick was really a little bit wobbly, just rushed it to get it away, get out of danger. Now we'll thump it away to the open side. This is dangerous, though. Drew does well on his winger. Oh, he skips out of it, does he, left winger? And away he goes. Lavu Balavu. And just what Karaka needed, and from nothing, it was a little bit of a wayward kick from King. Drew did well originally, made good contact, but just eventually fell off the tackle, and it just opened up. So a try to get Karaka right back into the contest for the left winger, Lovo Balavu. And that is a bonus point try. So Pukekohe have only had the 3 tries, haven't they? Try to Nichols, try to Ngātai Talo, and a try to West Stevens. So they do not as yet have a bonus point. Karaka do. In fact, as it stands at the moment, they have 2 bonus points. One for the 4 tries and one for finishing within 7. That was obviously if the game was to win right now. Still 8 minutes or so to go. Hulla wants to drag this back to a penalty goal to tie things up. Hulla's conversion from out wide stays left. It's no good. So we got a 5-point ball game. 8 to play. We've had some cracking games on this live stream, haven't we, over the last few weeks. 32-10, Patamahoe in control against Bombay now. 29-14, Manurewa have answered back. So I think they remain odds-on to come away with their first win there. Again, we got the closest game here on the live stream. Some scores in Sid Marshall Shield that I'll get to in a moment. Vuniyayawa, who has been the standout for Karaka today, carries the ball just outside the 22. Hill, back in the pocket is Hala. Thumps it away, not looking to find touch, just trying to drive it as far back as he can. And Pukekohe skipper Leo Ngatai Talo brings the ball back. A little bit of footwork. He's been brilliant today as well. He goes to ground. Wes Stevens, another to be impressive for Pukekohe. Yabu, the halfback, back to King. King will look to try and play the game at the right end of the park. Good idea. Thumps it straight down the middle of the park. Sits up inside the 22 for the try scorer, Lovu Balavu. Oh, high shot on him. Nothing much in it, and referee says that's all it needs to be as a penalty. But now Karaka with a quick tap into Pukekohe territory as they are right on the halfway line. Vuniyayawa gets the arm free. Oh, finds Parkinson. Got the call, got the arm free, but it was a Pukekohe player retreating. And now Pukekohe have possession. With this lead as Big King Timmy Hana is on the park, and a good run from him. Oh, gets bent backwards awkwardly in the tackle. Hopefully he's all right. As Pukekohe go to a back line. Yep, Big King is fine, which is good because that looked awkward after a good carry. So Kuru tries to cart the ball forward. Jamie Orr is there. Yabu onto King. King again goes flat to Adams, who's been a standout for Pukekohe. Adams and Ngatai Talo have been absolutely brilliant. King again to his skipper. The skipper offloads. There's now Driu. Driu into the backfield. Driu skips out of a couple of tackles. Boy, he's a handful, isn't he? Now Yabu has to go back and grab the ball. Does well, does very well, does the young halfback. Masson tries to rip it away. There's another replacement player on, and I think that's young McCoy. Parkinson shows it, goes himself, well tackled. Karaka need to withstand this. They cannot give up points here. Kaivalata out of the first tackle, brushes away another. Boy, he is a strong man, is Kaivalata. Now Kingy. Adams is with him. Karaka get over top of the ball, but it's going to stay on the Pukekohe side. What if they think about drop goal here at some point? A drop goal would put them out beyond 7. As Parkinson now goes to Wes Stevens. Wes Stevens shuffling it along. Can they stay in the field of play? They can for the moment. No, it's gone forward. So we're going to see some changes, I think. Another change, one of the Karaka players coming on. Lotu Via coming on, and jersey number 23 for Karaka. So 4 minutes, all thereabouts left on the clock. We have had a couple of stoppages, so it might be 4 minutes and change. There are some battered and bruised bodies out there as we'll take this opportunity to have a quick look at scores around the Sid Marshall Shield. And I was going to say that Tuako had gone in front. They had gone in front momentarily, but Woku are back in front again now, 18-15. Boy, that's been a classic game at Tuako Domain. Richard Spranger there taking all the photos too. Weymouth 50-19 over Manurewa. 24-12, Drury still holding off Te Kowhara. 12-point ball game there. 36-0, Tikahonga are going to get a famous win against Onifero. 36 points to 12, Puni over Maramarua. And in the McNamara Cup, 34-10, Patamahoe over Bombay. 29-14, Manurewa over Ardmore Marist. Feel sorry for Bombay. I think that they were right in that contest. They led at half-time. Be a on the score. You look at the score, you don't see the game, you don't understand the context. You think, oh, a comfy win for Patamahoe. That went with form. I think having watched the scores live, very clear that not much in it. see clearly Bombay Hill now. I think we're done with the weather.
Oh. You love tempting it though, don't you?
Ah, yeah. This is an itch, it's got to be scratched, right? All right, so we restart here. Karaka with a defensive scrum. And they need to get out of dodge. And they need to go 90-odd metres. Penalty goal is not going to be enough, so they can't work to get into range. They need a 5-pointer. And then it's a big scrum here. Pukeko put some heat on, but Karaka have done well. Hill waits. And a little wrap-around play as they bring in Hala, who's now moved to fullback. Now, a little chip ahead. Is that going to sit up? Coming across is Halu Nukunuku, who's back out there. Now, can they get him into touch? Yes, they can. So, Karaka with some good defence. And we're going to have a line-out Karaka ball just inside their territory. There is around about 2 minutes to go, give or take. Rob Shaw has final say, of course. Is it plausible to think we could see a 5-pointer here in the next minute and a half? Shannon will be desperately hoping that the ball doesn't go over the post, so we get a hat trick of draws on the live stream. Another terrific game of footy. Vuniyayawa goes through his hands, but Masson has it. Karaka have possession. Away they go to a back line. The second 5 is Kalu Nivale, who's been strong. Hill, they carry down a short side. There's a replacement player on without a jersey. You'll have to excuse me, I'm not sure who that young player is. But fleet of foot. As now Vuniyayawa again carries through the legs, tunnel ball of Hill. Carting the ball forward. Pukekohe have got him up, but he's managed to get to ground. Now Karaka off the back goes Vosikata. Vosikata has already scored once today. Hala, short. Oh, big contact. In on for Pomale. Pukekohe sweating on that. I'm not sure that was below the sternum. Might have got away with one there. Good tackle from Drew, driving one of the Karaka players backwards. Pukekohe are up for it. They want to defend. They've got a 5-point lead. And this might be the last opportunity for Karaka to try and steal it. Hala, second man play. Lovely cutout pass. Vuniyayawa, here we go. Karaka, Vuniyayawa's knocked down momentarily. Now they get on to him through Ngātai Talo. Karaka are slowly getting towards the red zone. Still got some distance to go. They are a turnover away, Pukekohe, and the ball comes spewing out, but illegally so. Here is the opportunity for Karaka. 4:30 local time. Our clock has said 40 minutes is up, so we might be just about there. Whirianganofo, there should be time to knock it into touch and set a line out. Ooh. Do Karaka trust their line out? They're going to knock it into touch. That is the plan. And the youngster makes sure of it. So probably 15 metres away from the try line now, Karaka, with this line out throw. Be Whirianganofo to throw. Time is gone. Time is gone. This is the last opportunity. Can Karaka draw level? Can they give Kalioni Hala a shot at winning it? Pukekohe get a stop here. A line-out win would just about seal it. It's over the hands of Masson, but it's play on, says referee Rob Shaw. Vuniyayawa carries the ball up 10 metres short of the line. Hill, away they go to another ball carrier right in front of the post. He's got his knees on the ground. Pukekohe going to have to release. They do have the advantage of knowing that a penalty won't lose it for them. So they can push the boundaries a wee bit here, Pukekohe. To the back line. Hala has to go back for it. Now he steps. Beats one, gets out of the initial tackle, but he's still sacked short of the advantage line. Karaka have to reset now through Vosikata. Loose pass, but he does well, the open side flanker. Now the ball pops free. Has it come on the Pukekohe side? I think it has. Pukekohe have got it, have they? It's advantage Pukekohe, and that might be all she wrote. They just need to get the ball out here. Back to King. King thumps it away to touch. Is that it? Ball game over. Pukekohe score a famous win, 31-26. And the visitors knock over the previously unbeaten Karaka side. Terrific game of football. Two sides that look certain to be there at the business end of the season. Karaka will be disappointed. Pukekohe have been outstanding today. It's 4 points, 4 competition points for Pukekohe. There'll be a